welcome to the Provo City Library podcast. I'm Erica Hill. I'm our Community Relations Manager.
I'm Carla Gordon. I am the Library Director.
And we are here with Tiffany Sorensen, Children's Librarian, and one of our librarians specifically in charge of summer reading, which is what we're talking about today.
Yes.
So yeah, thanks for being here, Tiffany.
Thank you very much.
We're excited to talk about summer reading today.
How many years have you been in charge of summer reading?
About 3 years.
This your third
This will
year?
be like my third.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big job.
It is.
For the children's department.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. You know what's funny is I'm part of a lot of like library marketing groups or whatever, and I feel like this time of the year, any salespeople are always like coming at the summer reading angle. Like, well, this would be great for summer reading, or
Yes.
I know you're really busy getting ready for summer reading. Summer reading is like a big deal, not just at our library, but just about everywhere.
Right.
So
It is.
yeah, it's a big job.
It is. It's a big job, but it's a fun job too.
Yeah.
I love it.
So first, we're just going to talk a little bit about summer reading generally. My question here is, why does summer reading matter? But also feel free to just talk about like what's exciting about the program this year. Hopefully people know what summer reading is.
Yeah.
Read over the summer.
Okay.
Earn
Yeah.
prizes.
Read during the summer.
Exactly. So I love the summer reading program for a couple of different reasons. It's a great way to keep your children reading once school is out and they don't have to read for a teacher, but they can read for fun. It helps with that summer slide. It also helps, they can actually increase and get better at their reading skills during the summer if they continue to read. So this gives them that incentive to go ahead and read. We have some really fun prizes that children can earn. They can earn a little flying disc glider that lights up.
Ooh.
So they can do that. And the little ones can earn a little mystical creature, which is really fun. They also earn a free book. So yeah,
That's
all
always
these
great.
good reasons to read.
My kids, like anytime, like when we come to Fairy Tea or anything, just there's something about letting kids loose in a room of books that they can choose for themselves and seeing what they pick. It's
Yes.
it's fantastic.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Or
Yeah.
when they light up, like they light up when they can take books home to
Yes.
read and then bring them back. But if they like, it's yours, like you get to keep
Yes.
it. Like there's a different gleam in their eye when like
Yes.
this book is yours.
They get to choose it and keep it.
Yeah.
And help build up their own library.
And we have summer reading that spans the ages as well. So I think one thing that's unique about our summer reading program is that we really try to help it be a family thing, or again, for any age. So there is a summer reading program for teens and adults as well, with different prizes that are age appropriate.
We have mystical creatures for adults as well. Actually, do you know what? If they were like cute and squishy, those would actually play well.
Yeah.
Tell Shayna.
Yeah, I'll let her know. Picking those prizes are hard.
It is really hard to
is.
pick
Yes,
prizes.
it is.
Second about that. Like, how
Yeah.
hard is it to pick prizes?
It's really hard actually because you're trying to figure out something that all ages will like. So with the children's, we usually go from 0 to age 12. So we're trying to figure out something that's not going to be a choking hazard,
Right.
that's safe, that's fun, that's going to be an
There's
enjoyable
no
prize.
difference in interests.
Right, none at all.
0
Yeah.
to 12.
0
Yeah,
to
it
12,
doesn't
it's all
matter.
good. And then you get like, when they're trying to get like an adult program prize, it's like for all of the teens plus all of the adults, girls and boys and everybody, just like trying to find something that everybody will think is cool. Can be a challenge.
Yes, it can be very.
But I know the adults, they said they have like, I think they have completion prize is a little flashlighty, lantern-y thing, which is fun. And they said they had a pen that was like a level. It had like a bunch of utility things on it. They were excited
Oh,
about
I
that.
have one of those.
And there's a really cute sticker.
There is a cute sticker.
That will be
Because our
fun.
theme is, what's our theme?
Adventure at your library.
Adventure at your library.
Adventure starts at your library.
Starts at your library. Yes, it starts at the library.
Starts at the library. It goes lots of different places.
And our mascot is this really cute cheetah. So the sticker, I think, has the cheetah on some books.
It does.
It's very cute. Very cute.
It's got some kind of I'm aging myself a little bit, but I feel like all our summer reading design this year has like a classy Lisa Frank vibe. Do you know Lisa Frank?
I
remember
do.
Lisa
Yes,
Frank?
I do.
Like the colors
With the black background and the neon
and
colors.
like the neon colors,
Yeah.
colorful animals in the late
Yes.
90s.
Yes.
You
I don't
remember
know.
people with like unicorns on their backpack with rainbow
No,
manes?
late 90s, I was...
Thatcher.
I mean, I was in college.
I mean, but but so is Tiffany.
I don't know what I was doing. I was not paying attention to that.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway,
I've definitely cool. You both.
I've definitely talked with our graphic designer about that. Like, this
Yeah?
reminds me of Lisa Frank. She's like, I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
But in like a good way.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've talked about a little bit what makes our program unique. I guess this is one question I have. What thing do you think people will be surprised to learn about summer reading? Either what they can do or what it takes to make it happen. What would people be surprised to hear about?
It doesn't take that much reading to actually earn the prize. I think sometimes when you look at it as minutes, like 1,200 minutes, that sounds like a lot because that's for adults. But in actuality, that was like one book. I was surprised when I started looking at how many minutes that was. Maybe even 2 books, depending on the length of the book. So it's not as long as you would think. So it's definitely attainable. I feel like sometimes it sounds like it would be too much to try and do, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I think it's also fun. Carla mentioned some of the small prizes because we also have activities that you can do as a family, and they're things that you would probably do anyway, or maybe you've thought about doing, and this just kind of gives you that extra incentive to go ahead and do the activity as a family, and then you get everybody can earn a little prize for doing the activity as well. So you can do other things besides just the reading. There's a lot of other fun things, and I don't know if everybody knows that they can do activities.
That even though we call it summer reading, it's
Right.
really
A family type of program.
Yeah, and like a challenge that you can do together.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like one thing that I'm really impressed with the summer reading committee is I feel like you guys try and pick, or you people, I should probably not say guys. It's fine. Try to pick like what range of experiences can we do for people,
Right.
and also like some of them are a little more involved, but
Right.
like not all of them are, and you don't have to complete all of them. I know we have people that are like, we must complete every single summer reading challenge, but you don't actually have to do that.
You don't.
Earn prizes.
Do what fits for you.
Exactly.
Do what fits for your family.
Exactly. And actually, to earn the prize, there are 10 different activities for each badge, but to earn the prize, you only have to complete 2. So it's completely doable.
Very doable.
Yes.
Like if you want to be extra,
Yes,
and
you can
complete
do
them
more
all.
because they're fun. All of them are really fun activities. But yes,
Yeah.
you only have to do 2.
You have to do too.
Yeah, in the summer, I am kind of a new parent. I have a 5-year-old, and all of a sudden, this summer is looming large before me. She's getting out of kindergarten, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to entertain this little person
Right.
for the next 3 months. It's fine. I can find things, but it's nice to have
Some ideas.
some free things also
Right.
to do, like things to go to and events to attend and prizes to look forward to. I don't know, just having something to do with kids there's a big chunk of time there. Whew.
I feel like last year we talked with Joella about things to do. Like we talked less about summer reading, but more things to do. This is a plug to go back and listen to old podcasts if you would like, because I imagine actually a lot of the things that we're doing in the children's department are similar.
From last year.
Like the things that we do will change, but like there will still be a take and make craft.
Right.
There will still be stories in the park. There will still be Lego.
But we
Yes, but
have
we
a
do have a
canopy.
canopy
We
now.
have a canopy.
Yes, so we didn't get to do canopy capers last year, but we'll be back on track for canopy capers again,
Perfect.
which will be a lot of fun.
It will.
And all of those things count.
All of them count.
Yes, there is an activity badge that counts for attending of library programs. So
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
exciting.
Here's
Exciting.
a question that I'm asking on behalf of reluctant parents out there. What if I hate tracking the reading? What do I do if I hate tracking it? Like opening up an app and pressing start and then having to remember so it doesn't think that
Right.
I had a 24-hour reading session, which is definitely not a hypothetical thing I just mentioned.
Well, even if you-
Beanstack is like, impressive, you read for 8 hours. I definitely did not read to my children for 8 hours in the middle of the night.
right.
Fell
But it's
asleep.
really easy if you go ahead and just keep track, even on your calendar, like write down we read 15 minutes and then just total it up for the week. You can always come into the library and tell a librarian how many minutes and we'll record it for you. It's really easy to
fantastic.
do. So you don't even have to, if you just keep, you're going to have to keep track a little bit. At least, an average of how many days you read and about how long.
And even you can batch. Like if you just if you're keeping track, you can just put it in once a week.
You can,
and then you're
yes. You don't have to do it every day.
keeping up, but not having to do that every single time. So
You could even do it once a month. Just go in and just add all of your minutes
all the
together and add them all in as a
So
bulk.
it can be easy. If
Logging.
you like seeing, trackers moving, if you like earning badge, if you're motivated by those, or if your kids are motivated by those, like it's a thing you can do, but there's also the easy way.
So if someone comes into the library and they say, we have read 20 minutes a night, every night, all summer, you could sign them up for summer reading and batch log it in, and they did it.
Yep, and we have done that before
Yeah.
too. We've had people come in and on average, we've read this about 5 days a week and about this long, and we just kind of work out the math and added it in for them. So
That's perfect.
Yep.
You guys are so
we're
great.
happy to do it.
That's so great.
Because we want it to be a positive thing and not just another thing that is overwhelming parents who are already
busy.
slightly overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Again,
Exactly.
summer looming large.
Yes,
Trying to keep everyone busy.
exactly.
That's good. Okay. Anything else we want to say about summer reading?
It's going to be a fun year, fun summer. We've got some fun things planned, so it's definitely worth checking out and definitely worth signing up and joining us for the summer reading kickoff.
I just thought of that too.
Yeah, that
I'm
just
like,
reminded me.
let's
Yeah.
Make sure we get that
June
in.
3rd. It'll be
3rd.
June 3rd from 6
to 8
in the ballroom.
In the it'll start in the
Upstairs, I guess,
ballroom.
in the
So we'll have
ballroom.
tickets for the performance part of it, which we have, and I forget.
Scales and tails.
Scales and tails coming. So we're gonna have animals. They said there will be a small alligator and some snakes and insects and stuff. So they're gonna do a presentation, and then they'll have animals around for people to interact with afterwards. So we'll have like 500 tickets for the performance, but then we're gonna have activities during the performance outside of the room. So if you don't get tickets, or you don't
like
or if you have a
reptiles.
3-year-old that is terrified of snakes or something, like you can come out and do some of the other activities, and then we'll have activities going for the whole 2 hours and interact with the animals.
Or if you have a
And-
toddler who won't leave the snake alone.
Well, there's that
Also
problem
take-
too. I can see that.
This is
Yeah.
But we
My
can also
baby.
sign you up there as well. So if you
Yeah, we'll have signups
are a
there.
little intimidated by the whole sign-up process, we can do that for you and take care of that. So
Answer questions, get everybody
Yes.
started. We're excited to kick it off, and we did a kickoff last year that was super fun. We kind of stopped doing that. I don't remember when we stopped doing Was it COVID? I feel like it was actually before COVID.
I think it was before
Was it?
COVID, because we used to do the kickoff and the book sale,
Yeah.
and that was just a lot of
There's a lot of stuff going
staff
on.
to try and run everything.
And maybe COVID killed it. Like we just, anyways.
Yeah.
But now we really want to do something. The other problem was we would do that on the first Saturday in June, which makes sense because that's when summer reading starts, is the first week of June. But we would always forget that first Saturday in June is that delightful Provo Marathon. And then nobody could get to the book sale. Nobody on the west side could get here. It was such, even employees, like we would forget that nobody can get across town.
We actually have that problem tomorrow.
Do we have something tomorrow? Oh.
This is not
a
thing I should have mentioned on this podcast.
Totally not.
What I'm referring to is in the past, and we have already dealt with it beautifully and with much grace, like we always do.
It's hard to avoid races that aren't necessarily on the calendar that we're looking at.
Okay, our last question that we ask everybody. What have you read recently that you have loved?
So I recently read, and I forgot to look up who the author was because I completely blanked on the author, but I recently read The Color of Sound, which I loved. The writing was very lyrical, very beautiful, and it was just a fun story about a girl who has the ability to, when she hears music, to see sounds and see colors.
It's like synesthesia
Yes.
or something like that.
I can never say it right, but
Okay.
yeah.
Very good.
Anyway, it was, I love music anyway, and so I really connected with that when she would be talking about music in the book, but it was a really good book, just really well written and really delightful. So
Very good. What age group?
it was definitely more of a middle grade,
grade?
tween. Yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
Color of Sound.
Color of Sound. I think I have decided to go light and fluffy
Oh.
with I'm looking at a little note here. I read Scandalous Confessions of Lydia Bennet Witch by Melinda Taub.
Bennet, comma. Witch, or like
Yeah.
parentheses,
Oh,
witch,
comma, witch.
WITCH.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So it was so funny, and I loved it. And I haven't read like a Pride and Prejudice spinoff in a long time, but it's as though Lydia were a witch, and she has magical powers, and she's actually the seventh daughter of a seventh daughter. And so there were some daughters before Jane and Lizzie that died.
Oh.
So you don't know about them. And also there's Jane and Lizzie and Mary and then Lydia.
And then Kitty.
No, and then Lydia. And Lydia loves Mary so much she follows her around, and Mary just wants nothing to do with her. And so she feels kind of left out, and she has this magical ability. So she starts falling in love with the cat and like making the cat as her best friend, whom she names Kitty, whom she morphs into a person. And everybody in the family just accepts the cat as one of the daughters, who is Kitty.
That is really funny.
It is really funny. And the whole thing, like the way she puts it in and how she changes the character. I mean, Wickham is a demon. What else do you need to know? I mean,
yes.
That makes sense. Anyways, it was just really fun. I hadn't done something like that in a long time, and it was fun to do something a little different, a little lighter, funny. Remember why you love those characters, even if they're in a kind of different situation than the one that was originally written for them.
So we both went light and fluffy
Yeah.
for this one.
Well, summer reads. There you
because
go.
I actually have a Goodreads tag that is fluffy books. Like
Excellent.
it's just, yeah. Mine is called If the Shoe Fits. It is the first in a series of Disney princess retellings by modern contemporary rom-com authors. So If the Shoe Fits is Cinderella, obviously.
Naturally.
In this one, she is a shoe designer, and she ends up on her stepmother, who is not wicked, because I just don't feel like that plays well in a modern context, but is a reality TV producer, and through a series of things, she ends up on like a Bachelor show, and shocker, ends up with the Bachelor. It's called Before Midnight is the show that they.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
And yeah, it was fun. It had sort of all the things that you want in a little fluffy rom-com, and it was quite predictable.
Sometimes it's nice to read one of those.
I mean, I up until then had read like the book right before that I read was The Fountains of Silence, which is like the Spanish Civil War, and babies are stolen and sold into adoption.
That's heavy.
I just needed a palate cleanser. And this was great. It's a little bit of a, and I was like, okay, if these are Disney retellings, it's probably not gonna get too spicy. And it was a closed door romance, which is just fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the next. There's If the Shoe Fits, and I may already have By the Book, which is the Beauty and the Beast retelling, and then there's Kiss the Girl, which is
Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm. And then that one I read the synopsis. She's like in a group called the Siren Sisters or something, like a musical group, and yeah.
Wow.
And then the next one is called Tangled Up in You.
Oh, fun. Rapunzel.
I think that comes out in June.
Oh,
So
yep.
am
So
I
fun.
just like unashamedly going to read all of those
Nothing
books?
wrong with that.
I am. Excellent. And they're fun.
Sounds really fun.
There we go.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Love it.
That's everything. Join summer reading, whether you're an adult
Yes.
or a kid. We have programs for everyone. And we will talk to you next time.